Before the onslaught of World War I and all of the repercussions that it would imply for humanity and for the Church at the dawn of the 20th century, Benedict XV was destined to remain underestimated for his seemingly vain attempts at restoring peace in a war-torn world of clashing ideologies. Despite this, he has not been left forgotten in the eyes of all those who have benefited from the work of his keen and successful interest in promoting understanding between different cultures and peoples, which was brought to realization in the form of the foundation of the Pontifical Institute for Eastern Studies, otherwise known as the Oriental Institute. In October of 1917, with the motu proprio Orientis Catholici, this inspiration of founding a specialized institute in higher studies of the Christian East came into being. Initially, the Institute had been entrusted to an assorted group of experts, such as was its first president, Father Antoine Delpouche, a French White Father. He would later be replaced by the abbot Ildefonse Schuster, a Benedictine, who would later be made the Archbishop of Milan during World War II, and was beatified by John Paul II in 1996. In 1922, shortly after Benedict's premature death, Pius XI, who may be considered the Institute's second founder, entrusted it to the Society of Jesus. To him is owed the foundation of the Institute's renowned library, unique in its kind for its highly specialized concentration of material relative to the Eastern traditions of the Catholic Church. In fact, Pius XI had been director of the famous Ambrosian Library in Milan before having been made a cardinal. In 1926, the Institute moved to its present location next to St. Mary Major's Basilica, and 2 years later it was formally associated to the Gregorian University and the Biblical Institute, also academic facilities under the jurisdiction of the Society of Jesus, thus creating what has come to be known as the Consortium. The first Jesuit president of the Institute was Father Michel de Berny, who contributed greatly to its success. Among many Jesuits who left their mark upon the Institute was also a former rector of the Institute, Father Ignazio Ortiz de Urbina, who wrote a number of volumes on the Eastern Church Fathers, including a compendium on the Syrian Fathers. Noteworthy liturgists include the Spaniard Father Juan Mateos, among whose students were Father Miguel Arranz and Father Robert Taft. Other substantial scholarly contributions have originated from staff members of the Institute's Faculty of Eastern Canon Law. In fact, from its inauguration in 1971, it has remained the only one of its kind in the whole world. Father Ivan Zuzek, another former rector of the Institute, was the key figure during the entire work of revisioning the Code of Canon Law of the Eastern Catholic Churches, which placed these churches on equal footing with the Code of Canon Law of the Latin Church for the first time in history. Last academic year, 2007-2008, the Institute reached its 90-year milestone. The anniversary year was celebrated in a memorable manner at the sight of an unexpected number of new and renowned faces that crossed its threshold throughout the course of the year. Among these, 3 patriarchs: Bartholomew I, Patriarch of Constantinople, and alumnus of the Institute; Kerakin II, Catholicos and Patriarch of all Armenians; and Gregorius III Laham, Patriarch of Antioch of all Greek Malachites. The 90th anniversary reached its climax with a private audience in the presence of the Holy Father, Benedict XVI, at the Vatican's Apostolic Palace on December 6, 2007. The year ushered in other new profiles in significant places as well. In fact, besides the installation of a new prefect of the Pontifical Congregation for the Oriental Churches, Cardinal Leonardo Sandri, a new Superior General of the Order of the Society of Jesus was elected, Father Adolfo Nicolas. Moreover, Father Hector Valvillardel stepped down from his 9-year service as rector of the Institute, to be succeeded for the first time in its history by a confrere of Eastern Rite origin, Father Cyril Valzil, a native of Slovakia and member of the Greek Byzantine Rite.